Hey everybody. I just wanted to check in and let you guys know what's been going on. I know I haven't been on YouTube in a while, and it's not because of this reason that I'm about to give you, but it's um I did stop doing Simply Basic recipes there for a little while, but the past 2 years has been a little difficult for me, and I haven't been on YouTube putting videos up or anything. But I on October 25th, 2018, I was on my way to Salt Lake City, Utah from Charlotte, North Carolina airport. And on the way there, we were going over the Rocky Mountains. We were somewhere over Colorado at the time, so we were almost at Salt Lake City, maybe 30-45 minutes from landing. I was just looking out the window, and I felt like I was started to have a small little panic attack. And I never had a panic attack before. I didn't know what it felt like, but it felt like what I would imagine a panic attack would feel like. So I sat there for a minute, and then I just felt like I just needed to get up and go to the bathroom. So I got up, went to the bathroom on the plane, and I started feeling nauseous. So I put my head down for a few minutes, and started getting shaky. So when I went back to my seat, I was shaking. My hands and everything were shaking really bad. I got really hot. I had to turn the air on above my head. And I asked the lady for some orange juice. I was like, well, I don't have diabetes or anything, but I was like, maybe my blood sugar's low. Maybe I need something with some sugar in it. So I got some orange juice and some crackers, and that did not help. I spilled the orange juice all over me because I was shaking so bad. So I didn't say anything. I just laid my head down on my friend's shoulder. We were on our way to an oncology conference for work. So I had my friend that works with me was going to go with me. And anyway, I just laid my head on her shoulder for the rest of the time. When we got to Salt Lake City, I got off the plane. I noticed that I couldn't walk very far. I was kind of short of breath, and I was very, very thirsty. And I just stood there, and I started crying really bad. I was like, I don't know what's wrong. I said, I'm really thirsty. I need a drink. And I asked my friend, I was like, can you please just go get me some water for wherever the nearest place is? And she got me a big bottle of water, and I drank it. And we started walking a little bit. I was still crying, and she said, we can sit down if you want to. And I said, yeah, I think I need to sit down. I can't walk very far. And then we finally made it to where our ride was picking us up, and it took us to the hotel. Got to the hotel, and I work with 5 amazing physicians, but I was thinking about calling them, but I was like, this probably isn't anything serious. I don't want to call them and bother them. It was during the middle of the workday here, and so I was like, I'm just gonna take a nap and see if I feel better when I get up. So I took a nap, probably like an hour, and I felt fine laying down on the bed. I was fine. If I was sitting down, I was good. So I laid there. I called my husband, and I told him, I had told him about how I was feeling before, and I told him I was going to take a nap. And I called him, and I was like, well, I'm laying here, and I just woke up, and I feel okay laying here. I'm going to get up and comb my hair and see how I feel and go shopping or something before our conference that night. So I got up, hung up the phone with him. I got up and combed my hair, and I started struggling because I couldn't get my hair combed because I couldn't breathe very well, or kept getting short of breath. So I went to my friend's room and I was crying. I was very upset. So I called one of our doctors here at that I work for, and he was thinking it might have been a pulmonary embolism, which is what can happen on a long flight. Is you can get a blood clot in your legs that can go up to your lungs, and so he wanted me to get to the urgent care or the ER as soon as possible. So I went to the urgent care. I started filling out paperwork and telling them my symptoms. And I was like, I'm not from here. I just flew in. And they didn't even let me finish filling out the paperwork. They had already called me back to a room. I was like, I'm not done filling this paperwork out. They're like, it's okay. So I went in the room. She asked what the symptoms were. I told her everything, and they did my, of course, took my vital signs and all that. Everything was fine. Oxygen was fine. Then they did an EKG, and she didn't tell me anything after she did the EKG. She just tore the paper off and went outside and showed one of the doctors, and she came back in and said that the ambulance is on their way to get you. You're going to the hospital. And I'm really confused. I'm just like, I don't have time for this. I've got a conference to go to. I'm supposed to be at the Grand America Hotel right now. And they came, and I felt fine at that time. And they're like, they were pumping me full of heparin. I mean, it was like the cardiac protocol. Like, I was getting heparin, I got baby aspirin. The ambulance got there and they were ready to take me, and I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I had to pee. I was like, can I please go to the bathroom before I go? And they're like, I guess. So I felt fine, walked to the bathroom, used it, got up on the little gurney thing myself, and was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital. Get to the hospital, they took me to the ER, and I had a whole room of people waiting on me when I got there. And one person was undressing me, one person was shoving papers in my face to fill out, another person's asking me questions, somebody else is giving me a gown to put on. I mean, it's crazy, like, how fast they were moving. And then they switched me from the bed to another gurney thing, and they were going to take me to the cath lab. So they're like, can you move to this other gurney? And I'm saying, yeah, I feel fine. I moved myself, and we got to the cath lab, and there was a surgeon in there and a nurse, and we were talking. I was telling him my symptoms, and he said, you look like you're doing fine. Like, I'm just sitting up and talking, no pain at all. I've had, up to this point, had no pain from this. And he said, well, I don't think it's anything. We just had somebody come in here before you in their 20s, and they thought it was a heart attack, but it was nothing. After they did the heart cath, they found out it was nothing. So he said, don't be surprised if we do this heart cath on you and it's nothing. And they did an echo while I was in there, and my heart was fine. Ejection fraction's fine. It was beating fine. Anyway, they did the heart cath, and when I was out of it. So when I woke up, they said I had a 100% blockage in my right coronary artery. So I had had a heart attack at 35 years old, and I had no reason to have one. I mean, I don't eat a lot of meat, and my cholesterol is actually lower than what it needed to be. I mean, it wasn't high, it was low. Like, it was total cholesterol was like 94, and it should be under 100. And then my blood pressure was normal. What else? My well, everything, like all my labs were really good. Like no sign of heart attack. I mean, I was overweight. You guys have seen my Simply Basic Recipes videos, and that's nothing. I mean, not for someone 35 years old to worry about. And they asked if I had any family history of like someone being 55 or younger with heart disease, and I said no. My dad and his brothers had all had heart attacks and heart issues, but they were older. They weren't 30 in their 30s, and they were young, not younger than 55. So it's a mystery. Like they put a stent in my right coronary artery, and I have a mild blockages in another artery, and then one artery is clear, and then the other artery, which is the worst artery to have a blockage in, is my LAD, left anterior descending artery, and it's diffusely diseased in the mid LAD. So like the mid LAD has little tiny spots, everywhere, but they're not significant. But there is a 65% blockage in there still, but they won't put a stent in unless it gets to be over 75-80%. So that's what they did. They stented the RCA, but then now I'm on all kinds of heart medicines. Even though I don't have high cholesterol, I never have. I have to take a high cholesterol medication, blood thinner, baby aspirin, a heart pill, and a blood pressure pill. So my blood pressure stays in like the 80 something over 40 something now, and my heart rate stays in the high 40s, low 50s. And my cholesterol, bad cholesterol, which is the LDL cholesterol, is only like 30. It's been 19 before. I mean, that's really low because I didn't have any of these problems to start with. Like, I have to be on this protocol now because I had a heart attack, and the medicine is just making everything even lower than what it was. But what they think happened was a plaque rupture, which is what most heart attacks are. So I could have woke up that morning with only a 5-10% blockage in that right coronary artery, and something, inflammation or something, caused that artery or the plaque in that artery to rupture, and then your blood cells come in and they try to protect you like they're supposed to, but they end up causing a blockage. And then when the blood can't flow because of the blockage, that becomes a heart attack, and your artery is blocked. So that's what they think that was. Since I'm so young, they didn't think it was just a buildup of plaque. And plus, if you have your heart attack comes from a buildup of plaque to where it just gradually builds up to 100% instead of breaking off like mine did and causing a heart attack, you would more than likely have symptoms like short of breath and things like that. As you get up to 90-95% block, you're gonna feel it usually. So that is what they think caused mine, was the rupture. So I'm really hoping that the cholesterol medicine and stuff that I'm on now is just gonna stabilize stuff, because I deal with depression and anxiety now, and it's constant all the time because I feel like I'm just a ticking time bomb. Like, is it gonna happen again? And I mean, if it does, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna make it to the hospital in time? It's like a PTSD, and I mean, it's just something I got to deal with. This October 25th will be 2 years since that happened. That happened October 25th, 2018, and this October will be October 25th, 2020. So, with all that being said, I have lost 90 pounds. I got down to 137 was my lowest. I've gained a few pounds back because the medication that I'm on makes me gain weight, but I've only gained a few pounds. So like I'm still at like 80 something pounds that I've lost. So was 137 and now I'm like 146. So that's good. And I was thinking, I was doing the Simply Basic recipes and doing a lot of desserts and things like that. And I don't eat that stuff anymore. And I really didn't eat it when I made it on the blog. But I was wondering what you guys would think if I did kind of like this, like if I did just do a blog. The other night me and my husband put on the BAC tracker test, so we did like a little experiment there, and I'd like to show some more like heart healthy cooking, like what we make for dinners and stuff now, because I do a lot of healthy eating. I watch my saturated fats. I keep it as low as possible. I try to keep added sugars under 26 a day. Try to keep cholesterol under 100, 150 a day. And what do I do? I don't eat any trans fats, which you should never eat any trans fats. Try to, what else is it? Oh yeah, my sodium, even though I'm not in heart failure, I try to keep the sodium under 2,000 milligrams a day, because sodium is hidden in everything. If you start looking at what you're eating, it's very easy to get 2,000 milligrams of sodium in a day, especially if you're eating out or processed stuff, which is something else that I've tried to stop eating, things with lots of ingredients that are highly processed. So we cook a lot at home and things like that. If we do go out to eat, I try to go somewhere where the food is like real food. And I don't eat a lot of red meat or anything anymore. If I get hamburger meat, which is rare, we'll get the 96% lean. It's got the American Heart Association logo on it. And then we eat a lot of chicken, a lot of fish. Some nights we just have veggie nights or beans or something, to get the protein in. So that is my story. Oh, we also eat, I also eat only like whole grain. When I get bread and things like that, I always get 100% whole grain. If you get whole grain or whole wheat, make sure it says 100%, because if it doesn't say 100% on that ingredient label, it's going to be enriched flour, which is still the processed flour. But that's my story, and I didn't know if you guys would be okay with me posting like heart healthier recipes and more blog or vlog type stuff, just random videos. So I wanted to let you guys know, like, I know my heart attack isn't the reason I haven't put any videos, because I didn't put any before the heart attack for a little while there. So but I want to get back in it. I want to still talk to you guys and let you know what's going on, because I have good days and bad days, and I don't know, I just miss it. We did that video the other night of the BAC tracker, and I just enjoyed it. So, but let me know what you guys think, and I will read the comments. I think I have comments turned on. I'm not sure. I have to look. If you can comment and let me know, because YouTube has changed since I've done videos or my baking videos and stuff. So I don't know if my comments are turned off or what, because I haven't got any comments on that BAC video. But let me know if you're okay with me doing healthy foods and vlog type videos. We're going to Myrtle Beach tomorrow for the weekend, so I'll be able to vlog from there and talk about some stuff and show you what we're doing. But anyways, I'm on my lunch break at work and it is almost time to go back in. So I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.